malice, a lot of niggas jealous. I wrote the streets a ballad, I woke up on a pallet. Gucci my suspenders, I used to get suspended. Stay far away from snitches, I highly recommend it. I'm about to rest like Venus, but I don't play no tennis. My spot done brought me millions, so shout out to my dentist. You lightweight, get your weight up and stay out Gucci business. It's shorts out here, don't get ate up, I'm not really friendly. You haters, get your hate up, you ants couldn't even pinch me. I own the team I play for, so you could never bench me. I spin cash like it's play for, feel like that's what it's made for. Them broke days made me grateful, them court days made me hateful. I'm not talking the weekend, but I'm talking about Abel. You see the shit that Kane did, and they weren't even strangers. My daddy did, my mama did, so God sent me some angels. I'm from East Atlanta, catch a thief, cut off his finger. Cocaine off the airplane on private hangar. The chopper in the trunk, make you do the Macarena. Money in container, shipping it to Calafina. Running circles round these squares with these rectangles. Mountain Park apartments next to Triangle. Heard they fucked him with a broomstick and left it in his anal. If you dwell on it, think too long, you go insane. Dash shooting heroin, they searching for a Vano. Dope so good it clogged the pipeline, need Drano. Had to bring the chopsticks and cut that boy like Mano. 20 extended 40, yeah, this bangers on bangers. Niggas saying that they trapping, but they R&B singers. Homicide with malice, a lot of niggas jealous. I wrote the streets a ballad, I woke up on a pallet. Gucci my suspenders, I used to get suspended. Stay far away from snitches, I highly recommend it.
Lord, let me forgive. Never let me forget. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? We back with another episode of Hood Tales with ConeHead. This is the early bird special. 5 o'clock in the morning. Where you want to be? Outside on the corner. Do you remember that? Back in the early 90s. That's what's up. This is episode 218. This is Hood Tales with ConeHead coming to you live and direct. And this morning, we are in great spirits. We are in blessed mode. We in let's get this money. Let's go ahead on and attract what we want to have. And it's basically we're gonna talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness. It's really important to know who you are and know whose you are. I'm me, but I'm also a child of God. You feel me? Just being aware of who and what makes you who you are. Like, my self-awareness for myself is pretty much, I came from a background of from foster care to being adopted to pretty much jumping off the porch at 13, getting in the street life, and then graduating and elevating in the street life to becoming a business owner of several different businesses, being a part of a crab shack to a takeout spot. So I have different skills in the kitchen. I have different skills in the crack house kitchen for being the Chef Boyardee. You know what I'm saying? And meeting my biological grandmother at 12, meeting my biological mother at 15. Actually, 2 years after meeting my biological mother, I moved in with her, realized that situation wasn't what it was supposed to be. Went back to Bag Rack and continued to pursue my street life. But got kicked out of high school, failed the 8th grade. My reading teacher told me I wasn't gonna be shit. I might as well quit and go ahead on and, just give up. And these things made me who I am. These things made me the man that I am. Like, my parents been married 40 plus, and it's been a blessing to see the longevity of their union, the longevity of them, being together and fighting and scratching and clawing, that they marriage and they love never faded or never fizzled out. But it's good to have self-awareness. It's good to know that, okay, I come from here. I had this upbringing. I was raised this way. I got out here and did whatever I chose to do in my life, and God allowed me to see it through. So you got to be thankful sometimes, and self-awareness is very important. Sometimes you have to go back to where you come from. If you don't live in your hometown anymore, where you was raised at, and sometimes you take a trip back home and just get an idea and a process of what you've accomplished. Because like, if you leave home under your own circumstances, not forced out or rushed out, but you go out and you see the world for yourself, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of places where people come from, man, that shit is, it ain't no hope. Like, you have nothing to look forward to, no one to look up to be like, okay, if they can get out of this place, I can too. Like, I was looking at Tyreek Hill interview on $1 Million Worth of Game, man. Tyreek Hill lived in North, like, he lived in a small ass town in Georgia. It wasn't recruited, wasn't none of that. Like, that man played football, was good at it, but he was in a small place, and he ended up getting recognized his junior and senior year. Then he ended up going to a JUCO school. So, look at what he set for the next generation of people that come from where he come from. Like, he made it out. He playing for the Miami Dolphins, and he's one of the best players in the NFL. So you have to understand, sometimes you have to go back. He go back home all the time with his kids. They get out to ride four-wheelers. They country people, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, sometimes you have to go back where you come from to realize how far you came. And then even if, your journey hasn't ended, you still got more to go. Like with me, I came from a small island, surrounded by water. Everybody know everybody. Everybody be in everybody's business. You couldn't do this without knowing this person. So as time went on, you make a name for yourself. You put yourself out there. You end up meeting people that end up in your life for a season and then end up in your life forever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob Zombie, Cuzzo. Shout out to Sugar, their little bro. Shout out to the homie, Big Cuz. And that was my little group of people who inspired me. I watched, they watched. We took from each other, and it was a blessing to know that we all came from this little place that right near the border between Florida and Georgia, and made an impact in the place where we come from. We known from the older group that's a couple years older than us to the youth. You know what I'm saying? When I go home, sometimes people see me and be like, you don't remember me? And I'll be like, who is the hell are you? But they let me remind myself of how special of a person I am, because I made it. I didn't just start hustling and then end up doing this. No, I went further than I ever thought. Well, I kind of had an idea what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be. I always wanted to be a drug kingpin. That's just what it is. Hey, sue me. That's what I always wanted to do. I didn't give a fuck about nothing but basketball and drugs. That's all I cared about, and money. So I exceeded most of the people who I grew up with watching hustle. Like, I got up there with rubbing elbows with people with like Chapo and them, and it was a blessing. I wish I wouldn't have never turned my back on that shit. Regardless of the outcome, man, I would have been further off and better than where I'm at right now. But I don't complain. I mean, I just ask God to send me a plug, a real one, that's gonna make sure that I get it going, I get it up, I run it up, and I'm good. But like I say, that's self-awareness. And I just sit there and realize, like, man, I done been out the country. I done been I done been out the country. I haven't really went overseas like that, but I've been outside of the country. A lot of people that I grew up with never gonna even make it outside the state of Florida. They might not make it out the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I really am thankful for the self-awareness to know that, okay, my value, I know my worth, I know I love myself, I know nobody can come and hit me with no low self-esteem shit, nobody can play me about my feelings, nobody can, say or do anything to get me off my square. And an amazing thing is, like, when people meet me, I'm the nicest person in the world. When you cross certain lines with me, then that's when that other side come out. But the funny thing about it, when I tell people this, and I say this, and I mean this with every fiber of my being as a man on earth and one of God's chosen, when I don't care, listen to me, listeners. When I don't care, I really don't care. That means anything. Like, people be thinking that's just some shit I just say is cliche or something. No, that's my real true feelings. And me and Rob Zombie was talking the other day, and Cuz just bust out laughing because he was just like, man, I don't know why. My mama said the same thing. Angela, shout out to her. She like, boy, them people don't understand, boy. When you don't care, you don't care, and I don't. Like, shit don't bother me like that. Sometimes people be wanting you to be kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, emotional or some shit like that, and I ain't that guy. I never been that guy. But that's my self-awareness. But like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hood Tales with ConeHead. Hit the notification bell, get all the latest updates. Spreaker.com, Hood Tales with ConeHead. You rock with me, I rock with you. You don't, fuck you. I'm out. You are crazy. You are crazy. Phenomenal.
Homicide with malice, a lot of niggas jealous. I wrote the streets a ballad, I woke up on a pallet. Gucci my suspenders, I used to get suspended. Stay far away from snitches, I highly recommend it. I'm about to rest like Venus, but I don't play no tennis. My spotting brought me millions, so shout out to my dentist. You lightweight, get your weight up and stay out Gucci business. It's shorts out here, don't get ate up, I'm not really friendly. You haters, get your hate up, you ants couldn't even pinch me. I own the team I play for, so you could never bench me. I spend cash like it's play for, feel like that's what it's made for. Them broke days made me grateful, them court days made me hateful. I'm not talking the weekend, but I'm talking about Abel. You see the shit they came did, and they weren't even strangers. My daddy did, my mama did, so God sent me some angels. I'm from East Atlanta, catch a thief, cut off his finger. Cocaine off the airplane on private hanger. The chopper in the trunk, make you do the Macarena. Money in container, shipping it to Calafina. Running circles round these squares with these rectangles. Mountain Park apartments next to Triangle. Heard they fucked him with a broomstick and left it in his anal. If you dwell on it, think too long, you go insane. Dash you heroin, they searching for a Vano. Dope so good it clogged the pipeline, need Drano. Had to bring the chopsticks and cut that boy like Mano. 20 extended 40, yeah, this bangers on bangers. Niggas saying that they trapping, but they R&B singers. Homicide with malice, a lot of niggas jealous. I wrote the streets a ballad, I woke up on a pallet. Gucci my suspenders, I used to get suspended. Stay far away from snitches, I highly recommend it.